Imagine for a moment you're standing at the edge of an ocean of information, and every wave that rolls towards you carries signals, whispers of feeling, flashes of insight, a tug in the gut that says, this way, not that. Most people stare at the surface and call it coincidence. You're learning to dive. Every diver begins with breath. Breathe once for the world you already know, once for the world you're entering, and once for the space between them where intuition lives. That rhythm, the meeting of inner and outer attention, is the first skill of every channel. Light moves through like electricity. It's the same principle that physics calls resonance. One frequency meeting another and vibrating in sympathy. Science meets spirit when you realize the body is an antenna. Nerve tissue, fluid, bone, all semiconductors in a living circuit. Tune it right and information flows. Neglect it and static builds. Now imagine yourself as that circuit. Each choice, sleep, food, focus, conversation, changes your bandwidth. Raise it, and the messages become clearer. Lower it, you start mistaking fear for truth. That's the karma of neglect, not punishment, just interference. So you practice. You notice small intuitive hits. That friend who calls you as you think about them. The sense that traffic will slow down before it does. You record them, not to brag, but to calibrate. This is spiritual engineering, empirical mysticism. You test, refine, repeat. That repetition wires confidence. Confidence wires clarity. Clarity turns the whisper into guidance. Look farther, chunk up. What happens if you live 10 years tuned in? You start steering life instead of being dragged by it. Relationships sink to honesty. Work aligns with meaning. Health stabilizes because stress circuits quiet. People around you feel safer. They borrow your coherence. That's the side effect of growth. You broadcast stability. And what if you don't? Static increases. Fear fills the bandwidth. You become the lighthouse with its bulb burned out, standing still. But ships start hitting rocks. Karma isn't cosmic judgment. It's the physics of neglect. So every day, you make a small experiment in resonance. 3 slow breaths to clear noise. 1 simple question. Show me 1 useful thing today. 1 note written before the mind can edit. That's your lab. Neurons learn through repetition. Myelin thickens. Intuition becomes measurable habit. The science of faith is practice. As you imagine yourself repeating this for weeks, you might notice curiosity waking up. You may picture the mind learning to trust itself, the way a musician trusts the ear after years of scales. That curiosity itself is the signal. Follow it. And somewhere inside you, a quiet voice smiles. You're already doing it. Keep going.